Dear Big Papi Kevin Feige, first off, I love you. I have never switched up on you like the rest of them have. I still continue to love what Marvel puts out, even though it's after Avengers Endgame. I'm very excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day coming up. You know that Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man, and so far, everything is looking great. But this is my wish list of things that I would like to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man Brand New Day is easily my most anticipated movie of the year. And so far, based off what we've been hearing and what we've been seeing, it's checking all my boxes so far. But there are a few things that are on my wish list that I kind of want to get into of what I hope to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Off rip though, before I get into those things, there are some things that I obviously would love in a Spider-Man movie that I'm not going to mention here because they're already kind of obvious. Like, John Bernthal's Punisher is one of my favorite Marvel characters. He's in this movie. I wanted a grounded, street-level Spider-Man story. We're getting that, right? Like, there's some things that I wanted on the front end that we're already obviously getting. So this wish list that I'm putting forward is more about things that we don't fully know for sure that I am hoping to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think this is honestly like one of my biggest things that I'm hoping we get to see in the movie because, like I mentioned before, John Bernthal's Punisher is one of my favorite Marvel characters, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is also one of my favorites. And knowing that they're both in the movie together is just awesome. Like, we're about to see peak. But what could really take it a step above, and something I'm really, really hoping, is to see these two clash, not just in a comedic, like, big brother, little brother sense like they keep talking about in interviews, but more of like Punisher's mentality when it comes to approaching crime and villains and Spider-Man's approach to crime and fighting villains, because I really think that clash and that differing of opinions and perspectives could be really, really great. Like, the rooftop scene in Daredevil Season 2 is still one of my favorite scenes to rewatch over and over again because of that kind of juxtaposition between Daredevil and Punisher's morals. But I think Spider-Man is even more like idealistic about that kind of stuff than Daredevil. Like, Spider-Man, like we saw in No Way Home, is very much like give people redemption, give people a second chance, give people benefit of the doubt. Like, they need opportunities to change. And he's even more extreme on that, I believe, than Daredevil is. So seeing him come toe-to-toe with the Punisher and seeing how they want to handle certain criminals and what to do about crime in New York, like, I think would just lead to some amazing dialogue and moments and iconic scenes that would just be so entertaining to watch. Although I do think The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a little overhated, it's still not that great. Sorry, Andrew from the Escape Pod podcast.
She moved across the country!
But one of the biggest issues with that movie is how jam-packed and overstuffed it is. I mean, it's got so many characters, so many plot lines, so many things because they're trying to tell the current story of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. They're trying to set up the Sinister Six and the Black Cat spin-off movie and just all these different things that it becomes so muddied and crazy and it just gets lost in its own sauce.
So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. Mm-hmm. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
Right now, I'm not actually too worried about it, but it is a potential cautious concern knowing how many villains and characters are in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like, we got Punisher, we got Hulk, we got Tombstone, Scorpion, Tarantula, Boomerang. Like, we got a bunch of characters. Now, I'm not too worried because, like, I think a lot of those villains are supposed to just be montage throwaway villains, but it seems like in the second trailer, Hulk is a very big part, which makes me worried about, like, oh, how does Punisher play into this? And there's still Sadie Sink's mystery character, and there's just a whole lot going on that leaves me a little, like, I don't know, like, please do not TASM to this, but I'm not too worried about that. I trust that Marvel based off them listening to us so much with what this movie appears to be, I don't think that they're going to go full tilt TASM 2. Please do not overstuff this. Just tell a good story. It seems like everyone on the internet has just unanimously decided that, yep, Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. Like, I definitely see how they got there, but I'm just not quite sold yet. And honestly, I don't really want her to be Jean Grey. That kind of bugs me and annoys me. Like, to me, that makes the movie feel more like X-Men setup than telling this grounded standalone Spider-Man story. Like, I really want her character to be a character that maybe we've never heard of, that they're reinventing like Marvel likes to do, or something new, or just a character that we haven't guessed yet. But I really don't want her to be Jean Grey. Like, that just feels so cheap and random. Like, this story very much feels like a Spider-Man story. It's really capturing the heart and the vibe of Spider-Man, and it just feels like through and through with the Rogues Gallery and the associated characters. Like, this feels like a Spider-Man story, and Jean Grey being in the movie would just feel extremely out of place. Like, why are we connecting this clearly defined Spider-Man story with the X-Men? And again, I know that like the other Spider-Man movies have not been afraid to show that they are connected to the MCU, and there's references to other superheroes and things like that in those movies, but this one just feels different. This one feels like it's trying to feel like its own thing and setting up a character from a different sect of Marvel that's not even fully fleshed out yet. Like, this would be our first real introduction into the X-Men. Just feels weird and cheap, and just it would take away from what Spider-Man Brand New Day appears to be trying to achieve and what I really am wanting out of the movie. Okay, I know this might kind of contradict my TASM 2 point about being overstuffed, but hear me out. Daredevil would just be so good in this movie, okay? I know that he's in prison at the end of season 2 of Born Again. I know that they said that Spider-Man's not going to be the one to break him out of prison, and it's not necessarily connected, but come on, just mess with the timeline a little bit. Maybe it takes place a little before Born Again season 2 or season 1 or something, or maybe this takes place after season 3, whatever's going on with that. But like, just please get my GOAT in there. You set him up in No Way Home as Matt Murdock, and now you even got John Bernthal's Punisher, who has obvious ties to Daredevil. Like, come on, we need that duo on screen. We need Spider-Man and Daredevil together. It would be so awesome. It would be so much fun. Honestly, even better, we need that trio. We need Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man all together, fighting the Hand, fighting someone in this movie. Come on. I don't care if it's just a brief cameo to give Daredevil finally some like more props to the public eye, because I remember Charlie Cox saying that when he went to a premiere of No Way Home to see if people got excited about his cameo in it, no one cheered because no one knew who he was. Like, come on, get some eyes on Daredevil in a Spider-Man movie. Everyone's going to be watching this. Please, like, I need my GOAT to be with my GOAT to be with my GOAT. So, what do you think of my wish list? Do you have different items on your wish list for Big Papi Kevin Feige and Spider-Man Brand New Day? Let me know what I missed. Let me know what you agreed with down in the comments. And also, if you have any prayer requests, please drop it in the comments as well. I would love to be praying for you. Deuskis, homies.
Thank you.